Hold up, because Jace's dad is speaking out again. And this time, he is not holding anything back after those comments he made about wanting Kaiser to live with him full-time in Thailand. And if that alone wasn't enough to start a fire, he went ahead and threw direct shots at Nique's parenting by claiming Kaiser is completely running wild over there, cursing all over the internet like nobody in that house has any rules at all. This is getting messy fast, and it is only getting started.
That would be fucking with me a lot of time because I look at it like, why not my son can't live? You know? Why it sounds so flawed if y'all saying that he need his daddy. Son, like, I love you. Always have and always will. I want you to live with me. You want to live with me. That's cool beans. You know what I'm saying? That's somehow make that happen. Me and him just had a whole conversation. We both was let down on that. That's not going to happen. Okay, cool. So it's like, what can I do with that? When I was living in the States and I had certain situations that I was being honest, I was being very transparent, I was being honest on my part, even if the shit killed me, to be like, hey, I don't have this, I don't have that, but that don't stop me from being a parent. Materialistic stuff do not make a parent. As long as you giving love and you there and you showcasing and saying like, and you letting your kid feel you in the heart, no matter what the situation is, that's all what matters. You don't have to buy the best of the best stuff or these things. As long as you have a connection and you able to tell your kid and be honest with your kid and say the truth on how you feel with your kid and have that emotional connection, that shit will go so far than buying your kid something that they gonna get tired of and then want something else. I just want my kid. I want my son to be able to be with me as well. My son is online cursing. I don't pertain that. My son, my kids is a reflection of me and the parent. Simple. I don't play that shit. I don't like that shit. My people, my mom and my daddy, man, what if the internet was how it is now and I was online cursing the storm and doing all that shit, my ass would be...
And now, Nique is firing back with her own side of the story because she claims that just last month, she personally reached out to King and asked him to plan a trip to America to spend a week with Kaiser, genuinely trying to make something positive happen for that child. But you won't believe how that conversation flipped, because instead of simply agreeing to come visit his son, King allegedly went completely off and turned a simple trip request into a full-blown argument about Kaiser packing up and moving to Thailand permanently.
I kindly asked him, like, if you need help, to come down here and spend some time with him for a week so that he could feel your presence by yourself, then I feel like it'll be really meaningful to him. And from there, he just started this whole rant about him wanting Kaiser to live with him permanently or stay with him for a long time. And just this whole thing, I thought it would be handled off of line. Obviously, all our family matters just spurs to the internet. So he went on a whole rant on Twitch talking about how, I guess this is the video.
Cursing, I don't pertain that. My son, my kids, is a reflection of me and the parent. Simple.
So y'all all know it was a video of Kaiser going around saying hell and damn when I gave him the camera. I'm not justifying Kaiser's actions, but we all know, none of us who are active parents know that we're not perfect all the time. We can't control our kids all the time. You know what I mean? And so I feel like it's so easy for somebody who's not being an active parent to judge an active parent. You know what I mean? He's just trying to shun, like, that Kaiser is so problematic over here and he's a bad kid and he's cursing and he's doing all of these things when, in all honesty, he's just a normal young boy. You know what I mean? And I don't think...
all that shit is like, come on now. It's better for I would be with him in so many different ways so I can teach him the rights.
And I think that's true. He said he wants to be him. He wants to be here for him in different ways, which I understand that. I feel like it's important for a boy to have his father. But I don't think you should take the son away from his mother just because you decided to move to another country.
And King was not feeling Nique's response even a little bit and came right back with his own rebuttal, questioning why he should have to be the only one making the trip back to America. He made it clear he never officially asked for full custody, but in the same breath said he would have absolutely no problem with Kaiser coming to spend an entire year with him out in Thailand, which is a very different conversation than a one-week visit.
and he's talking to me with a mouth full of food. I'm like, bro, like, after you're done eating, call me back. No problem, I'm gonna be here. I'm always here. Just call me back when you're here. Just call me back. He finally, okay, Dad, I'm gonna call you back when I'm done eating and stuff. All right, cool. Boom. Hangs up. Maybe like, man, I don't even know. Maybe like 25, 30 minutes after that, I get a text message from her. Boom. Friday, March 13th. Kaiser called you, no answer. You was rushing him off the phone. Lately, he been saying basically you left him for dead. You need to take time out your life and be in your son's life. It's sad. Do something like come on to the States for a week for him. It's hard if we would help that. It's hard, because this is how she wrote it. It's hard. I would help you if you need. He needs his dad too. It's never fair to him. When you was in the States barely seeing him and it's sad about it, you need to treat him like it's more important. Soon as I got that text message, immediately I texted her, I called her. Soon as I read the text message, I gave her a call. Soon as I called, ring, 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 Kaiser answered the phone. I'm like, what's up, buddy? She said, what's up, Dad? I was like, yo, where your mom at? Let me talk to your mom right quick. I'm telling her, I'm like, yeah, I just received your message and I want to kind of like talk about, what you said. And she basically said, like, it's really nothing to really talk about because I already kind of like said what I said through the message. She gives the phone back to Kaiser. Me and Kaiser talking. However, I even told it to him. I'm like, hey, but I just got a text message from your mama. She's saying that you said that I left you for dead and stuff. Like, that's not the case. That's not true.
I hate that he does a whole little, he like throws subliminals. Kaiser he do be having stuff going on in school like any other kid. I don't think he's ever experienced a 7-year-old, 8-year-old boy. I don't even know if he really knows how Kaiser acts. I don't even know if he really knows his real personality other than speaking to him like 30 minutes, three to four times a week. So I really, like, honestly, we done all had some kids that get called home. Kaiser is working on himself. Child, he's not gonna be the perfect kid. He's not gonna be anybody, but
I never came on the internet first and said anything about Kaiser school. She did a video with her and him and her mom on the channel that she took and said that she had to do something for his school. She never said what the topic was about his school. Now, me getting the information on me calling the school, figure out what's going on with my kid, due to me getting an email from the principal. I got an email, principal saying what it is. We already figured the situation out. But truth to be told, in reality of that, like, he almost got in trouble for something that's, yeah. So it's never like I came on this mug and said first. Y'all made a whole video sitting down and saying that you said that. You made it be known that you had a video. I mean, you had to tend to his school about something, and then me calling the principal and they talking to me, you didn't even show up. Your mama showed up into the conference on what they had to do, on what they was talking about. So you get on here and make it seem like you just big mama doing all these extra stuff with our kid, and you gotta go to, you didn't even do that. You didn't even show up. Your mama had to handle that for you. When he told y'all his mom, yes, I want to go move with my dad. I want to live with my dad. I want to go out here for the summer. That it start there. We really was talking about the summer. We was talking about him coming back out here for the summer. Then we start to go into like, well, why I can't have him for 6 months? Oh, that's why I can't have him for a year. But you already sent him back with your mom and them in Louisiana. I ain't had no control over that. And you let that happen and all this. I've been wanting my son since I split from the relationship and I got my first crib on my own, like my first house. I had him a room in that mug, toys, all those things. I had all that for him when he came every time. Shit really switched, bro, when she went, soon as she chased her dream, went to Florida, reality shows, and sent him to her mama, and that's when the whole curveball, everything just switched from me.
I think that's true. He said he wants to be him. He wants to be here for him in different ways, which I understand that. I feel like it's important for a boy to have his father.
Right.
But I don't think you should take the son away from his mother just because you decided to move to another country. And that was just the whole gist of it.
I never said that. I never said I wanted to take him from you and bring him with me, and you never that. I never said that. I never said that because it's so possible that you can travel. Even if I had him, it's so possible for her to like travel to me, travel here. You go anywhere else, bro, and you could come here. Let him see the life. Thailand, go to an international school. Just better him as an individual for him. So when he get older, he got core memories. He got sisters, siblings that he should be growing up with, that he should be having a bond with, that I want him to have a bond with. But now moving forward to make things better, all I could really say with the topic was of somebody not answering the phone or something like that. Now I know, hey, he can have his phone. You can call him whenever you want on his phone. My only thing, the reason why I kind of didn't give him his phone, because the things that he was watching, the stuff that he's watching, I did not want him to be watching that for himself. Shit was crazy. And also too, for his sisters to be watching that with him. Like, no, like, you a boy, they girls, you watching shit that's 14, 15, 16-year-olds is watching. That's crazy. So I'm like, okay, let's exclude the topic. Let me go ahead and just let you have your phone now. If that was the only case, because you couldn't talk to him, you can have his shit. You can have it. You can have it. Not taking it. Can he still come? Can he come back to be with his dad if he's saying that's what he want to do as well? Just saying. Next topic.
I think he's just doing his yearly rant. Like his yearly rant of all talk, no action. Nothing really going. I just honestly, I don't understand it. Kaiser is an amazing, smart, young man. He definitely needs his father in his life. I think this is all because I simply asked for him to come down here and spend a week with Kaiser, and now it's been turned into this whole thing of Kaiser needs to move there permanently. I hate that it even has to be all of this. I think he's just doing his year.
I'm not doing a yearly ransom, bro. Like, if my fan base is asking me genuine questions, why can I not say something? Only thing I was doing was correcting the T-Room page that said that I wanted full custody, putting people on child support. I didn't never say that. I never said that. Never said that. I'm not going on a ransom. But it's okay for you to get on this mug, cry it out, whine it out. This, that, and the third. Go do interviews. Your ex. I don't want to talk about those people. Like, everybody made shirts. People was dragging me through the dirt, the mud, but I'm getting on this bitch doing a ransom. That's not a ransom. I'm not getting on his mud doing a ransom. But like I said, I ain't gonna lie, listen to myself. I do sound mad and aggressive, but it was because I was feeling so passionate about what I was saying and not to end the energy towards her. I wasn't talking directly to her. I wasn't talking to her. I was just saying in general because the Shade Room had just twisted my fucking words up. And that shit was like, bro, what the fuck? Because now you got your platform saying all these things of women and everybody saying this and attacking me and thinking this what it was. And then me knowing what I know in my head on a conversation that I had that I have to keep to myself and not bring it up like that because I gotta take it to the chin as a man and just deal with it for so long. Cause the conversation that me and her had, that been happened. That been happened. That didn't just happen like yesterday. That happened like maybe 2 weeks ago. Have I still been calling Kaiser to talk to him? Yes. I just called my son 2 days ago, today, yesterday, whatever, and nobody answered for me. So I have to sit here as a father and just wait till somebody to call me with him or him call me himself with his own phone. Because there's another situation that happened at school that I have to talk to him about. Maybe she know, maybe she don't know. But I was going to talk to him and say, hey, bro, your teacher texted me and saying this. You got to like, woo, woo, woo. You can't do that. No. But I have to call as a parent, as a father, to find out details about certain things because nobody going to come to me and tell me anything. Because then you tell me, too, he's not able to make up all these decisions for himself. He's able to say, I want a second piercing in my ear. He's able to say like, oh, well, I want to have a bull nose piercing and I want to have all these guns. He's old enough to be like, I'm going to have a gun in my pants. while I'm walking around doing all these things. Y'all always say Kaiser very smart. He know what he be going on. He know what he's saying. Okay, he say all these things on y'all side, but what about the stuff that he tell me that I never say? Come on, this motherfucker, and say, oh, Kaiser say this about what you and what you do and how it is. You don't see me doing that. That's not me pointing a finger, but it's always me pointing a finger at my people. Always pointing a finger at me. But Kaiser has said different things, and I don't want to put him like that out there like that. But it's like you don't see me coming at you or saying like, hey, you telling me Kaiser said you left him for dead, but you don't see me saying like, hey, Kaiser said X, Y, and Z. He's seeing what y'all doing on that side. All this shit started because somebody. All this just really started in like, yeah, like come on now.
So Chris just moved into a brand new home a couple of months ago and already got robbed. And this was clearly not random. This was absolutely targeted from the jump. This right here is exactly why so many influencers and content creators refuse to show their home location or residence on camera. Because the moment people know where you are, you become a target overnight.
Footage of them on camera. I'm about to show y'all. I got footage of them. This is when they enter into the house. Like, I don't know if y'all can see it, but like this is when they entered into my house. They broke that back door. That's where they came from at. They broke the back door. And I don't know if y'all can really see it, but they ended up taking the camera down. They went in the room. And then I could see like the car, like this the car they was in. I just can't see their license plate for real, cause that's the first dude who ran out with the safe. And then the second dude ran out with some other shit. That's the second dude who ran out. But all my other cameras, they took my other camera. They left one camera up because I don't think they seen that camera, but they left one camera up. Your neighbors don't have cameras. Yeah, my neighbor came out. My neighbor came out and he was helping me. He was helpful. He pulled up his footage. And what's so crazy, my neighbor, he was working out around the time that they came, but my neighbor showed the police officers like his camera footage, and you could see him working out outside. As soon as he went inside the crib, that's when they had pulled up to my crib. Like that's when they had pulled up and shit. What was in the safe? Just documents and shit, like important documents and money that I was saving up for my kids. I gotta get a bank. I don't got banks, so I gotta put all my money, like, well, not all of it, but like my money, like the money that I had in my safe, I was saving up for my kid. And when he come out here, we go on trips, and I was gonna get him, his bikes and shit, and just stuff for my kids and whatnot. But I gotta start over, bro. That shit irritating, bro.